Hello, everybody. It's your girl, HA, and I just came on to share my story today. I've been, working my way up to it. This is really personal for me. For people that know me, know I'm like really a private person. So it's not easy for me to come on here and share this, but I realized something really significant about myself, and I realized that, there's probably many, many men and women um, that have had this same, you know, um, concern throughout their life. So, it's about body image. Um, and that's not a gender specific thing because there's men and women that have um, issues with body image, and we don't talk about it. We just don't talk about it because it's taboo, it's embarrassing, um, it's not what we want on our. It's not typically what we want to share on our social media page, things about our own, body image issues, but I mean, it's real. It's a real conversation, and it affects a lot of men and women, and it's something we should talk about because um, there are a lot of people that have this, and a lot of people would look at them and say, they really should not have a body issue. But I found that, as a nurse, I know about anorexia nervosa, bulimia, things like that, but um, I really realized that outside of an actual diagnosis and being on that end of the extreme, we all have some type of body image issue at some point in our life. And most of us don't talk about it. I know I didn't talk about it for me until now. I'm going to talk about it. And hopefully, me talking about it will help some of you get more comfortable with yourselves or feel more comfortable to talk about how you're feeling about yourselves. So, the comments are open. All I ask is, I'm going to go ahead and revert back to one of my old college little phrases. I'm going to need y'all to be nice. Please. Be nice. Be nice, baby, because this is personal. Okay? So basically, when I was younger, for my entire life, I felt like I was always fat, overweight. As a kid, as a teenager, in my 20s, in my 30s, I've always felt like I was fat. And what I'm realizing now is that I'm actually in decent shape, even though I am overweight. I ain't gonna sit up here and lie in front about that. I am absolutely overweight. That's for sure, no doubt about it. But I also realized that even though I am overweight, I still look pretty good. And I'm not saying that like in a, I don't know, stuck up kind of way or whatever, but I mean, I realized that I'm overweight, but my body is still nice. So anyway, and a lot of people are like that. I mean, definitely I got a belly. I need to improve that. That ain't nice. But I just realized that, back in my 20s, I had a 22-inch waist. And I knew that back then. I got me a little drink. I need a little drink for this because, like I said, this is private, it's personal, it's not easy for me to share. So, yeah, I got me a little, So, yeah, back in my 20s, I had a 22-inch waist. And I knew that I had a 22-inch waist because I was getting some clothing made by a tailor and a seamstress and a designer. No, let me just say this. No, a fashion designer, currently still fashion designer. But so anyway, he would always be joking with me and laugh, and I'd be like, yeah, you got this 22-inch waist. And I knew it was true because I saw him with the tape measure measuring my waist, doing my body just. So I knew he wasn't lying. I had a 22-inch waist, but I thought I was fat. I know. And the reason I thought I was fat is because I had a 22-inch waist, but below the waist, ooh, I was banging. I'm talking about hips like whoop, ass like whoop, thighs like whoop, whoop. But the thing was, I was wearing like a size 10. Yeah, I was wearing like a size 10. So anyway, and mainly because of my hips and my thighs and my butt. But I realized that I actually had a great shape back then. I just didn't know it. And that's where the topic of body image comes in. Because it was me that didn't see what I was working with. Everybody else could see it. And, guys, men, I got the compliments, I remember one time there was this one guy he was saying something to me. He was like, what's a little thing like you doing this? And I looked up at him like, what the hell is he talking about, little thing? I'm fat as hell. Excuse me. Hecky. So, I don't know if that's something I can get in trouble for, but, I didn't heard it on other channels, so just leave it. But anyway, I was just like, what is he talking about, a little thing like me? I'm not little. I ain't little. Mind you, I had a 22-inch waist, right? I had like a B-cup breast. I could easily go without a bra. Like put a little tape on my nipples and bam, I'm out. But I didn't see that. I did not see that. And it's primarily because like through my childhood, I was always the biggest girl in the classroom. Maybe it might have been one or two girls that were bigger than me, but I was always in that top 3. And I realized that it was just that, I have always had a voluptuous body, even as a child. It was always there. I don't know. But I would always look at the other girls, like look at, in grammar school, look at the girls around me, and they were like pencil thin. They could wear all of the fad clothing, and I would want to wear that stuff. And I couldn't shop in juniors in grammar school, like by like 5th or 6th grade, maybe 3rd grade, but definitely by 5th grade. I could not shop in juniors clothing. I had to shop in ladies clothing because I had hips. I had a behind, baby. I had thighs. Juniors wasn't holding me at all. So that made me feel like I'm fat. All the rest of the girls in the class are healthy, they're skinny, they look good. I'm the fat girl. That's how it made me feel. And I grew up with that. In high school, same thing. I had a nice body in high school, but I had curves. I had stuffing, where the rest of the girls were like straight up and downs, pencil, even if they did have a little bit of hump somewhere, it was like a hump off the side of a stick or something. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like what I had. So I always felt like I was fat, and it was just not good. So fast forward to today. Life experiences, adult experiences, career, knowledge and information. And I realized like, wow, even right now, the weight I am right now, I'm still killing it. I'm still killing it, baby. And honestly, I kind of feel like for the first time, I can actually see what I really look like. Yeah. Maybe like the last couple years, I can actually really see what everybody else sees. And so I just want to say that, it's okay to be uncomfortable. It's okay to have, body image issues. It's not okay to punish yourself for it. It's not okay to put yourself down for it. It's not okay to think that you are anything less in comparison to anything because you got stuffing. I got stuffing. I know a lot of people with stuffing, and they're beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So, I wanted to share this and say that sometimes what we see in the mirror, we can't always rely on it because it's clouded by this, it's clouded by what else we see. Sometimes you just gotta stop. Say, wait a minute. There's no comparison here. This is me. Let me just take a look at me. And that's easier said than done. Because it was a journey for me. It's been a lifelong journey. I'm just now actually, realizing. And I just wanted to share that and say that is why I'm coming on here and sharing my journey with, weight loss and body image. Because, I want to show that it's okay to talk about it. It's okay to feel some kind of way about it. It's okay. It's okay. So yeah, I had to take a little break. But anyway, that's the reason I'm doing this. And I'm just showing what I did and how I just turned my health and my body around and how I'm continuing to turn my health and my body around. And I want to share it because I think a lot of people, have some of the same, personal vision that you just got to pay attention to. Recognize where what should I say, where your starting point, where your perspective is based off of. You can't compare yourself to other people. Yes, there is a such thing as a healthy weight and a healthy body. But that can be different for everybody. One example of that is, athletes. You have athletes that, by all textbook definition are overweight or even obese based on their height and weight. But they don't look it. They're athletic. They're physically fit. They can do a lot physically. And it's really based off of muscle. More muscle. That's the key. So anyway, I just wanted to show, tell my story. I just wanted to say why I'm doing this, and that's the reason why I'm sharing the weight journey. I'm gonna do a separate video about the growing, because that's a whole nother story. But yeah, thank you for listening. And I hope this, helps somebody out there. And I hope that you guys can be nice in any of the comments that you might post for this. Please like and share this video because it might help somebody you know. If it's not for you, it might be somebody else you know that's part of your friend group or your following. So please like and share this video, and come back for the next video, because I got some stuff coming. It's been quite a journey, and I know that, some of this is going to help somebody out there. So thank you so much. This is AJ.